take a minute here, listen to this track, motherfuckers, I'm back. Biggie Small, motherfuckers. It's Friday, motherfuckers, get live. Woo! Woo! It's cracking peeps, T-Money up in the easy. What am I doing? Almost shut the damn video off. Welcome back. I hope you guys had fun with that intro. I did. I'm dizzy. Just want to say, guys, I am back. Take a moment here, moment of silence for a friend and fellow YouTuber, You and Your Horror Movies, Matt, who is moving on to bigger and better things, managing his own channel, spending a lot of time with that, and just a busy guy, and who put work in, man. Matt was with this channel for a long-ass time, one of the longest members, I think, on the Body Bags channel. So, shout out to you, dude. Thank you for everything. Thanks for the countless hours of entertainment and time you spent reviewing films on Friday evenings for us here on the Body Bags channel. So you will be sorely missed, my friend, but we will be in touch for sure. So yeah, guys, otherwise I'll be back. I got the Friday slot, so this will be fun for sure. And let's jump in, I guess, with a film from 1981, none other than The Slayer. Funny thing about this film, actually, IMDb, according to IMDb, it was from 1982. But we're going to go with 1981 on this one, just because that's what it says on the back here on Arrow's release. So, the film, Slayer, 1981, 80 minutes long. It stars Sarah Kendall as your main character, Kay, who is an artist, Frederick J. Flynn, Carol Cottonbrook, and Alan McRae. The film's directed by J.S. Cardone, who you guys might know from other films, 2006's The Forsaken, Wicked Little Things more recently, and then he also did some sci-fi films from a while back, Alien Hunter and Shadow Zone. I was reading some write-ups on those films and people were saying they're pretty good, so I definitely want to check out those two, the latter two. But yeah, it's written by William Ewing and J.S. Cardone. The film, I'll read you guys the synopsis. Well, first of all, it says one of the most sought-after titles for slasher fans everywhere. The Slayer finally rises from the ashes of obscurity in a brand new 4K transfer from Arrow Video, baby. So, very happy to have this release, guys. I have to say, after watching it 3 times now, clearly I liked it, but spoiler, no. But it looks good, you know. There are definitely some grainy, the darker scenes in the movie tend to be very grainy, but you can definitely tell they put, you know, time and effort into this release because other scenes look amazing. But and I don't know if that's necessarily something that Arrow had control over, but there's definitely a lot of grain in some scenes. But hey, I'm just happy to have this release, and it looks stunning, all things considered. So it says, in this chilling classic, 2 young couples set off on a secluded island for what promises to be a restful retreat. But the peace is short-lived as a storm begins to batter the island. Troubled artist Kay senses a malevolent presence in her midst, stalking them at every turn. Is she losing her mind, or are her childhood nightmares of a demonic assailant coming to terrifying life? So basically what you have here is you have 2 couples, one of the brother and sister actually, and their spouses, respective spouses, male and female, whatever. 2 couples traveling to this isolated island on vacation. The main character, Kay, kind of is having these troubling, vivid dreams where she's seeing this, like, monstrosity, this monstrous being, and it's attacking her and all of her friends, her spouse and her friends. And essentially, the nightmare becomes reality. And kind of the ironic thing about this film is it predates A Nightmare on Elm Street, but there are definitely some similarities. So I wonder, actually, I read people were questioning whether or not Wes Craven might have taken some influence from this film. Probably not, but I feel like it might just be a coincidence. But it's really enjoying. So I said the pluses of this film for me were the setting and the atmosphere. The scenes on the island are just really, really, it's just great atmosphere, man. Classic 80s, eerie, isolation, You know, you've got, it's kind of like a very, it's meant to look like paradise, and it's kind of the furthest thing from paradise. It looks like Cape Cod in the winter or something. It's just like these, I don't know, I feel like it was cold, and it was the farthest thing from tropical, so feeling at least, and looked as well. So I can't say, but still, I mean, it gives you that, I don't know if it was intentional, but that sense of alone and just yeah, I mean, sheer isolation, I guess. But also very nice, like the house that they're going to. It looks dilapidated from the outside, but the interior set design is gorgeous. I mean, it's meant to be like a couple going on a paradise vacation, and I guess on all accounts to them it is paradise. It just didn't really look it to me, I guess. That's where I'm going with that. But I loved it. I love the setting. Somebody had compared the setting to that of Ghost Keeper, only not a winter setting, kind of like a tropical setting, I guess. But yeah, and I kind of see that, actually. I really do. It does. That maybe that isolation piece. I keep saying that word because it's very prevalent throughout the film. It's a major element of it. But you definitely feel that here, as you did in Ghost Keeper. So I said the setting and atmosphere were excellent. The gore and kills were good, or they were very good, actually, for 80s. I'd say top-notch. Special effects, gore effects for sure. There's a kill involving a pitchfork that's awesome. Another one, this guy gets like kind of caught by the neck. I don't really know how it works, but he's basically, there's like a hole. Imagine a hole in the upstairs. I don't know. He just gets caught by the neck in this on this floor, and you can see like the wood just like gnawing at his neck. And how do I describe this? Like the guy in Something to Tide You Over getting his neck up in the sand. Well, this is like surrounded by wood. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, guys. Sorry. Very cool scene, though. Very, like, the kills in this film are very, whoa, I fucked that up, guys. Sorry. Very realistic, though. Like, every kill, I think, for the most part, could happen and was captured on camera. The filming was, it was just great. The cinematography was excellent. It looked real as hell. That's what I'm trying to say there. The monster was awesome. I guess one of the negative things is you don't get to see the monster as much, but when you do, and he's also featured on the cover, right there, it's an awesome looking monster. I mean, the effects are top notch for sure. It's scary looking, man. The cast was good. I feel like there was some overacting by the lead, Kay. She definitely, overacted. I'd rather her overact than underact, though. And to me, it didn't ruin the film by any means. It didn't ruin anything, really. I just kind of read, like in other interviews, that it was a valid, or a common complaint, rather. And I can see it, but I just personally, it didn't bother me, so. I guess the only thing I could say that I didn't like about the film was it's a slow burn. So if you're wanting, like, Friday the 13th Part 4 or 3 fast-paced kills, you're not going to get that here. It's a slow burn slasher, very atmospheric. But when you do, but I think I think that it works. Like when you do, what am I trying to say? Like when the kills do happen, it's worth the wait to me. Like I don't mind a slow burn slasher at all if there's going to be other things that are good than the body count. Because there's only 4 real characters here, and then they throw in a few others for shits and giggles, but a few other kills. But you really only have 4 main characters here. And one thing that's kind of unique about the film is that, and somebody had mentioned this also, but it's very true, is that the characters are not your typical Friday the 13th, the burning either kids or teens, or, they are 2, like, middle-aged couples, straight up. So, and this film came out in 1981, so it was at, like, the heyday of the slasher film, where most of My Bloody Valentine, everything was, like, younger, either teens or, young adults. This film, you've got middle-aged, and I mean, they're young adults, but by all means, they're not old, but just not your typical teenage cast, I guess. So yeah, guys, that's about it. What am I at, like 10 minutes here? I've rambled on enough. It's good to be back. I highly recommend this film if you're looking for something kind of 80s slasher that's kind of unique, obscure. It's kind of run of the mill, but it's very, like I said, the atmosphere kind of takes this film to a different level for me. So I really enjoyed it. So fuck what the haters say, man. This is good. This is a good slasher, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah. So I recommend it. You can grab it from Arrow. Blah blah blah. Catch you guys next Friday. I'm back, motherfuckers. Woo! Catch y'all soon. Peace.